to share 5 powerful DaVinci Resolve tricks that every editor must know. Trick number 1, remove green screen. First, open DaVinci Resolve and go to the top left corner to open the media pool. Here we have our green screen video. Select it and drag it onto the timeline. Before applying the chroma key, make sure that the green screen background is evenly lit and slightly brighter than usual lighting. This helps the keying process look clean and natural. As you can see, my video already has proper lighting. But if your video is too dark, you'll need to fix it first in the color panel. Let me show you an example. Go down to the color panel, then select curves. Grab the bottom dot and move it to the right to adjust the shadows. Then move the top dot to the left to adjust the highlights. This way you can set your video lighting properly. As you can see, when I increase the highlights, the character's lighting becomes too intense. Normally, you don't need to overexpose your footage. I'm just showing you this as an example. Now, I'll undo these changes and go back to the timeline. From here, right-click on your video and select New Fusion Clip. Then go to the Fusion panel. You'll see 2 nodes, Media In and Media Out. Select Media In, press Ctrl plus spacebar and add the Delta keyer. Now you'll see Delta keyer connected between Media In and Media Out. Next, select the Delta keyer node. On the left side, you'll see the background color option. Use the color picker tool, click and hold with the left mouse button, and drag it onto your green screen area. Release it and the background will be removed instantly. Now you can see the green color is completely gone, and the character looks clean without any green spill. To double check, switch to View mode and select Matte. If the background appears completely black and the character is pure white, that means the key is perfect. No green left on the character or background. Then switch back to the final result view. Zoom in on the viewer window, and you might notice a slight green shade on the character's shoulder. To fix this, go to Matte Settings and slightly increase the blur amount. Be careful, if you increase it too much, the edges will start fading. A small adjustment is enough. Now let's go back to the timeline and play the video. Perfect green screen removal. Next, let's add a background. Simply drag any video clip or still image onto the layer below your character in the timeline. Then, open the inspector and adjust the transform settings to position the character and background as you like. And that's it, our video is ready. This technique is called chroma keying or green screen removal. Trick number 2, camera flash effect. Drag your video from the media pool onto the timeline. As you can see, in my video there's a girl posing for photos. Perfect. Now, go to the Effects panel under Toolboxed Effects, and drag an adjustment clip onto the layer above your video. Next, cut the adjustment clip to 4 frames. You can simply trim it by dragging the in and out points, or right-click on it and select Change Clip Duration. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl plus D. Now, set the duration to 4 frames and hit Change. Move the arrows of the adjustment clip to the center so that it creates a nice fade-in and fade-out effect. Now go to the color page and increase the gamma by dragging it to the right. After that, go back to the timeline. On the right side, open the inspector. Under Composite Mode, scroll down and select Screen. Now play the video. You can see the flash effect applied perfectly. You can also apply this effect multiple times in your video. For example, I want to add another flash here. So I'll select the adjustment clip, hold Alt and drag to duplicate it. I'll repeat this process 2 to 3 more times. Now you can see, wherever I wanted to highlight a nice pose, I simply placed an adjustment clip on top. If you want the flash to freeze like a still image afterward, select the video clip and press Ctrl plus R. I already explained freeze frame in last week's tutorial. You can see its thumbnail on the screen. Go check that tutorial for more details. So, I'll fast forward through this part and show you the final result. Now you can see the final output. Just add a camera flash sound effect below, and your camera flash video is ready. Trick number 3, video stabilizer effect. First, drag your footage onto the timeline. Let's play the video. You can see that the camera is shaking a lot. Let's smooth it out. Select the video clip, hold Alt, and drag it upward to duplicate it on the track above. Now, disable the top layer by turning it off. Next, go to the color page and click on the tracker icon on the right side. Here you'll see a camera stabilizer option. This is the tool we'll use. Move the playhead to the in point, where your video starts, and then click Stabilize. Now you can see that it has tracked the movement. Go back to the timeline panel and play the video again. You'll notice that earlier the camera was shaking heavily, but now it's smooth. To compare, I'll turn on the top video clip again so you can clearly see the difference between the shaky and stabilized footage. There's also another way to stabilize your footage. Let me show you. Duplicate the V2 track again by holding Alt and dragging it to V3. Now, disable the top and bottom clips and keep only the middle V2 clip active. Select this V2 clip, go to the inspector and open the stabilization settings. Here you can adjust the smooth amount and also tweak the strength according to your preference. Finally, hit stabilize. Now let's play the video. You can see that the footage is perfectly smooth and ready. Trick number 4, text behind objects. Here on the timeline, we have a video where we'll place text behind the character. First, go to Effects Toolbox Titles and drag a text plus title above the video layer. Stretch the text layer to match the length of your video. Now select the text layer and go to the inspector. Type in your desired text. Here I'll write my channel name Visual Nova. Next, set the font. I'll choose Impact, but you can select any font you prefer. Increase the text size like this, then change the text color. There are many options available. Pick whichever looks good. I'll select this one and hit OK. Now, slightly increase the tracking to adjust spacing. After that, select the video layer and hold Alt to duplicate it onto the V3 track. Select the V3 clip and go to the Fusion page. As always, we see two nodes, Media In and Media Out. Select Media In, press Ctrl plus spacebar, and search for Magic Mask. Add it. With the Magic Mask node selected, you'll see a brush appear on the cursor. Use it to draw over the character so it creates a mask around them. You can see that wherever I made the selection, the character remains visible while the background disappears. Now, go to the inspector panel on the right and click the double arrow, Track Forward. The tracking will begin. It may take a little time depending on the video. Once tracking is complete, go back to the edit page. You'll see that our video is ready, with the text appearing behind the character. Finally, if you want, you can adjust the position of the text again in the inspector settings to place it exactly where you want. And that's it. This effect is called text behind objects. Trick number 5, painting text. First, go to the Fusion panel. This tool is very powerful and will help a lot in creative editing. Select the Media In node and create a text node by clicking the T icon. Now you'll see that the text node is connected with Merge 1. Select the text node and go to the inspector. In the text box, type your desired text. For this example, I'll type Paint Text. Next, choose a nice font. I'll go with Supernatural Night, but you can select any font you like. Enlarge the viewer window so we can clearly see the text size. Adjust the size accordingly. Increase the tracking slightly to add spacing between the letters. This will help when using the paintbrush. With the V anchor, you can align the text to the left, right, or middle, wherever you prefer. You can also adjust its position from the Layout tab, but in my case, the default works fine, so I'll undo the changes. Now, select the text node, go to Effects, search for Mask Paint and double-click it. The Mask Paint tool will now merge with the text node. At this point, the text disappears from the viewer. To bring it back, select the stroke brush, then go to the mask settings below and enable Invert. The text is visible again. On your mouse cursor, you'll notice a small green circle. This is the brush tool. Next, go back to Controls and open Brush Controls. Under Tablet Settings, slightly increase the brush size. You'll see the circle getting bigger. Now decrease the softness. I'll set it to around 0.158 for a sharper edge. Then, go to Stroke Controls and set the stroke animation to right on. Now enlarge the viewer window for more precision, and begin animating the text by painting over it with your mouse. Start from the bottom of the letter P, and slowly drag across each letter, holding down the mouse button as you go. As you animate, you'll notice a few keyframes appearing on the timeline below. Once done, turn Invert Mask off. If you press play now and the animation doesn't show up, it means we need to adjust the keyframes. So go to the Keyframes tab. Here you'll see the keys we just created. Expand Mask Paint 1 and then Stroke 1. Select all the keyframes, right-click and choose Time Stretching. Now grab the end handle and drag it towards the left to speed up the animation. Adjust until it looks smooth. Finally, hit play, and there you go, our painted text effect is ready. And that wraps up our 5 DaVinci Resolve tricks. I hope you learned something new and valuable today. Remember, the key is not just to copy these effects but to experiment and make them your own style. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss upcoming tutorials. Also, let me know in the comments which trick you liked the most, or which one you want me to explain in even more detail. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.